Jamaica, upcoming city of Black River, could complete the airport that was started in the 1970s. This is a game changer for the southwest of Jamaica, with 2 million extra visitors to Jamaica each year projected, 40,000 hotel rooms to be built in St. Elizabeth and Manchester, 40,000 full-time jobs for the people of St. Elizabeth and Manchester, all due to the new airport to be built in Black River, Jamaica. A new airport is needed in Black River to help Jamaica keep pace with most other Caribbean countries' tourism industries. 200 mega-large hotels of 1,000 rooms each are needed in Jamaica, just to bring Jamaica back on par with most other Caribbean countries' visitor numbers, according to their population size. See the comparison chart in the description section of this post. Other Caribbean countries have left Jamaica's tourism industry behind in the last 10 years. For example, the Bahamas, which had 5.6 million visitors in 2017, have doubled their visitor numbers to 11.2 million in 2024, while Jamaica had the same 4.3 million visitors in 2024 as they had back in 2017. An additional 200,000 extra hotel rooms would equal an extra 10 million visitors per year to Jamaica. The government should aim to get the first 100 hotels completed within the next 5 years, that's by 2030. Then the other 100 hotels to be completed the following 5 years, by 2035. The Jamaican government needs to start thinking strategically about how they will add a large number of visitors to Jamaica each year. This is where an airport in Black River would come in handy, by adding an extra 2 million visitors to Jamaica each year. This plan would include adding an extra 40,000 hotel rooms between St. Elizabeth and Manchester, creating 40,000 permanent full-time employment opportunities for low-skilled workers in these two parishes, while earning an extra $2 billion each year for the Jamaican economy just from these two parishes. Bearing in mind that at the end of 2023, Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave Edmund Bartlett a command to double Jamaica's tourism industry, which stood at 4.3 million visitors each year since 2017. However, the tourism minister gets his visitor numbers to hotel ratio all mixed up. I've heard Mr. Bartlett quoting wrong numbers on a number of occasions. I have nothing personally against Mr. Bartlett. I think he is a nice man. He was also a good friend and co-worker of a late family member of mine, who also served in a ministerial position along with Mr. Bartlett. At the groundbreaking ceremony for the Princess Resort Hotel, Mr. Bartlett said that this hotel, with 2,000 rooms operating at 50% capacity, will add another 350,000 visitors each year to Jamaica, which was a great error that proves the tourism minister is not in control of tourism growth in Jamaica. Mr. Bartlett was making a very big mistake. He was counting the number of hotel rooms versus the number of nights in the year. What Edmund Bartlett forgot to calculate was that the average number of nights that each guest stays in Jamaica is 10 nights, not 1 night. Hence, the Princess Resort Hotel will add an extra 35,000 visitors to Jamaica each year at 50% capacity. This is in accordance with the way Edmund Bartlett was calculating. It would not be 350,000 visitors to Jamaica each year, a very big blunder on the way the tourism minister was calculating hotel rooms to visitor numbers ratio. To understand the number of hotel rooms to visitor numbers ratio in Jamaica, we can first look at how much visitors one hotel room will accommodate each year. Then multiply that by 1,000 to understand how much visitors a 1,000 rooms hotel can accommodate each year. First, let's round down the number of nights in the year to 360 nights. Then secondly, let us divide that by the number of nights one visitor is staying in Jamaica, which is 10 nights. Now divide 360 by 10 and the answer is 36. We now know that one hotel room can accommodate a maximum of 36 bookings for the year, with each visitor staying for 10 nights. Now let us assume that it is a couple staying together in that room, as is normally the case. Hence, that one room at 100% capacity is 72 people for the year. But let us assume a more realistic 70% capacity. Then, that one room will host 50.4 people each year at 70% capacity. Now, let us multiply 50.4 people by 1,000 hotel rooms, and the answer is 50,400 people each year for a 1,000 rooms hotel. We could round that down to 50,000 people per year, as some of the rooms may not have a couple all the time, but they might have single occupants staying at the hotel some of the time. Hence, it would take 20 hotels of 1,000 rooms each to host 1 million visitors. 20 times 50,000 equals 1 million. As to where we would put the 200 hotels, that is simple because it would just be a speck on our vast shoreline. Jamaica is over 120 miles long, hence if we put 120 of those hotels on our south coast, because we have very few large all-inclusive hotels on our south coast at the moment, hence that is where most of the new hotels would be needed for job creation, etc. 120 hotels on the 120 miles long south coast would put the hotels 1 mile apart from each other on average. However, it would be much easier to cluster a number of hotels together, wherever the government can find suitable beaches to put those hotels. It's time for Jamaica to start having 10,000 rooms and 20,000 rooms cluster hotels. That's putting 10 to 20 hotels next to each other on the same beach. The same as putting supermarkets or stores on a high street. I've seen this all over Europe and the USA, where hotels are clustered next to each other on the beach. This is what I mean when I said that the Jamaican government does not have a strategic plan as to how to develop Jamaica's tourism industry, which is directly linked to developing Jamaica on the whole, since tourism is Jamaica's #1 industry. The current government does not even know how many hotel rooms it would take to accommodate an extra 1 million visitors to Jamaica each year, something which even a primary school child would be able to calculate. For example, Edmund Bartlett has gotten away with boasting every year for the past 8 years about an increasing and record-breaking tourism industry. The reality is that in the past 8 years, the Jamaican tourism industry has not grown at all. At the end of 2024, visitor numbers to Jamaica were the same as they were in 2017. Going forwards, nothing seems to be about to change anytime soon in terms of the tourism industry, because the projection for the next 10 years is the same as it was for the past 10 years. For example, 10 years ago, the talk was that 20,000 hotel rooms would be built in the next 5 to 10 years. Most of those 20,000 hotel rooms that were announced back in 2015 were built, but some fell into difficulties. Now, 10 years later, we are in 2025 and the Jamaican hotel industry has not grown at all. That is because 20,000 hotel rooms, even if they were brand new rooms, can only add an extra 1 million visitors to Jamaica, as I have demonstrated in my calculations above. The reason why the hotel industry has not grown in the last 8 years is because half of the hotel's room years were refurbishments instead of brand new hotels. Also, the cruise ship industry has lost about 500,000 visitors over the past 8 years. Hence, the little gains that were made from the few hotels that were completed, those gains were lost through the cruise industry failings. If it was not for the increased Airbnb industry in Jamaica, we would be having fewer visitors at the end of 2024 than we had at the end of 2016. Thanks for watching this video. To support this channel, please click on the subscribe button. Share this video in your WhatsApp groups and send it to all your friends, as we try to demonstrate how the tourism industry can transform lives in Jamaica. Remember to let us know what you think about this video by leaving your comments below. Please keep your comments respectful. God bless you, God bless the Jamaican Parliament, and God bless Jamaica. Until my next video, peace and love.